All right, everyone, welcome to episode 44 of the Midnight Channel. We are back, same crew as last time. Last time was really fun. This episode might be a little bit shorter. I do have a bit of a sore throat. I apologize if I cough a bit much. And yeah, so it'll be probably a little bit shorter. We have less topics. I have a sore throat. I got to work early in the morning. So we'll see. And if it goes regular length, then it goes regular length. But I'm expecting it to be uh around an hour and 15 to an hour and a half based on the topics we got. But we got some really cool ones, mostly drama related, mostly rants. But it's gonna make for a fun conversation, especially since all of us are passionate about one of them. And then I think two of us are pretty deep into another one as well. So before we get into recent game releases, let's go ahead and check in with what everyone's been playing. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with you, Russ. What have you been up to?
Pretty much just Overwatch still. I've been failing, still losing.
Yeah.
I played two games last night and I lost both of them. And then I played, I think, like four games the night before and lost all of those. I've been running into a lot of new players again, and I feel like they just. The one game I played, uh, the enemy team got a team kill on us, and then the person playing as Lucio speed boosted himself all the way up and just died, and then
Uh
left all of us in the back. Like it seems like there's so many people that just don't group up anymore. It's frustrating.
yeah, it's the move to Overwatch 2 has definitely um made people a little bit more bold in in how they play.
Hmm.
Uh but have you tried the Junkenstein stuff?
Yeah, I actually finished all of the challenges that give you like stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The only challenges I have left are just battle pass experience, which I don't really care about. So I'm pretty much done with Junkenstein. It's fun for the first couple times, and then it just gets really repetitive.
Okay. Yeah, me Brandon are trying to do the Junkenstein on expert to get that Witch Mercy spray, and we have not been able to do it. We have because we have to do Junkenstein on expert and do 4 extra waves of it.
I don't know if I saw that one.
That's not in the that's in the achievement section instead of challenges.
Oh,
That's it.
okay. I did not know those existed.
Yeah, there's like a event achievements from Overwatch 1, and that's one of them. You have to beat Junkenstein endless on expert and survive 4 extra waves of it.
That just doesn't sound fun. The endless version is just awful.
Yeah, it's been half and half. We've had some good times, but man, it just gets frustrating.
Yeah.
It just gets frustrating. But well we'll see how we go. I think me Brandon are gonna try again. I invited Lou this time, but all he said was Fortnite. So I don't know if he I don't know if that's a yes or a
I get
no.
a deep answer out of that dude.
So we'll
Just have to
see.
guess.
We'll see. Anything else for us?
I started Bayonetta 3 today, too. I didn't get super far. I think I made it to chapter 3 or 4. But so far, I'm really liking it.
Yeah.
It plays a lot different than the other two, I feel like, but
Okay.
in a good way.
Okay. You does it seem like how do I word it? Is it clear that the 5 years were well spent in development, or has it not been made clear just yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
I don't know if it's just me, but it looks graphically worse than 2 to me.
Okay.
Like, I've noticed in like cutscenes and stuff, it looks janky, I guess is the best way to put it.
Okay. I haven't actually heard anything about that, but I'm probably not gonna be able to get it for a while, just because Frontiers is coming out and Ragnarok's coming out. But I do want to get it, and I have heard that it is really good. So
Yeah, it plays really good.
I'm glad you're enjoying it so far.
Mhm.
Brandon, what have you been up to?
Playing Genshin. Who would have guessed? Um, I Overwatch. It's been fun.
Yeah,
I had a scrim tonight. Um,
how'd the scrim go?
I feel like I played extremely well and I did good. I didn't know I was scrimming tonight. Um, I was planning on leaving the team, just procrastinated because I'm on tryout. I was planning on canceling my tryout. Just procrastinated, never did it. Forgot I clicked yes to both scrim nights that they posted, and got and it said I got notified that there was a scrim in 30 minutes. And I was like, oh. I could just not show up. I'm planning on leaving anyways, and I saw that like I was the fifth person. Like they probably weren't screaming about me, so I didn't want to fuck over everyone. Um, it was interesting because we played another collegiate team. Um, they only had one good tank. That was it.
Okay.
Um, and we had 4 tank players show up. So that was fun. We had to swap out a tank player. I played with a new person every game. Um, that was fun. And then I've been playing Sunshine for my video. I
Did
fucking hate the pachinko machine. I'm not joking. I've put an hour of playtime into just the pachinko machine. It's not good. I don't know who thought that was good. I don't know why they thought, hey, we need to get this game out
uh,
quickly, add the pachinko machine.
are you gonna do the lily pad stage?
If I can fucking find it, I don't know where it is.
Yeah,
If you tell me it's the Yoshi boat, no.
it's the Yoshi boat.
I don't know how to get Yoshi on that boat. I try to.
What do you?
It's so far away from the statue.
It goes in the canal.
Oh, is that what that boat is? I thought
Yeah.
that just circles the island
No,
and then goes
no,
back.
no. It goes into the canal, and then it takes you very, very slowly, and then you have to jump to another boat, and that's where you can screw up because if when you jump to the other boat, you can fall, and then you have to restart.
Yeah, I'll try to. Um, just so I could bitch about it in my script at some point. It's why I did the pachinko machine for an hour, just so I
Uh-huh.
could complain about it. I did the watermelon shine on my first try though.
Okay.
And I was really surprised about that. It was a lot easier this time. I just sprayed it with flood. I think that was my problem beforehand, is I was trying to push it. Just sprayed it with flood
I really
the entire
like.
time.
I actually really like that shine. I know a lot of people hate it. Ru-
I think the 100 coin shine is worse because I think any 100 coin star shine in Mario is terrible if you're not collecting like 20 coins at a time. If you're picking 1 or 2 coins at a time from enemies or from like here and from there, that's not fun. It's like a shitty scavenger hunt.
have you when you did the 100 coin shine for that one, did you spray the cataquacks and jump on them?
Yes,
Okay.
that's how I got like 25. That also sucks. They give you 1 coin each, and it's impossible to tell which ones you have already done. So
Yeah.
if you don't do them in an order, then they go away. Also, if they hit you, if one of them hits you, you are in the air long enough for that coin to despawn without any chance of grabbing it. That's the timer is bad, especially considering I don't believe they respawn at all from enemies. I think if you lose that coin, it's gone for good. Um, and same thing, each watermelon I learned can drop 10 coins, but you have to break them 10 individual times. That sucks. I do not want to grab 30 coins from that. I just put 10 coins somewhere else. It's really bad. Blue coins don't count to the counter because they can disappear. And also, I believe 100 coin shines are shine dependent. You could show up to the wrong shine in a stage and have coins just not be there anymore.
Yeah.
Um, I'm sure I probably picked the worst one for Gelato Beach. I'm sure you probably don't want to pick the watermelon one. Maybe even with the 30 coins you get from the watermelons themselves. But it's kind of fucked up that you have no way of knowing um, which is a good shine or not. Because it's an extra thing. You don't have to do it, but it just kind of like if you wanted to do it, it sucks.
Yeah, because if you accidentally pick the wrong one, that's gonna.
Also, there's no point in doing it. You have to get episode 7 anyways.
Yeah.
There's no point to any of it. Well, this game sucks, dude. I'm sorry. Sunshine sucks.
I told you. I told you
No,
that
I'm
you
having
that
fun with it.
I, to, I told you that you don't like it. And you never tell me anything good whenever you play it.
No, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I really am enjoying it, you know. I hate the blooper guy. That guy sucks. I spent a half hour on multiple different shrines. Specifically, the first Rico Harbor shrine, I spent a half hour on, because I didn't know how to climb up. So that was the thing.
All right.
Anyways, that's all of it. And I'm almost done.
Okay.
I'm getting there.
At least you're getting in there. Russ, have you ever played Sunshine?
I played a little bit of it, but I never got far enough. I got kind of bored with it, honestly.
Okay. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
such an outlier. Like, seriously, look at every 3D Mario game's cover. It's like the only one where Mario's angry. It's the only one where like he's on a white background with like a pattern, like not like a screenshot or something. It's it's really weird. It's such an outlier game.
It is. It is. The GameCube is an outlier in general.
Somewhat. Yeah. I mean, it beat the Wii U in sales.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the worst selling Nintendo console, and it never will be,
Oh yeah.
unless they bring back the Wii U into production.
Yeah. No, no, it still won't ever be because the Virtual Boy exists.
Yeah, yeah. Home console. It's technically a handheld.
Okay. All right. So, I've also been playing Overwatch, Junkenstein. I had my 2 games today for the tournament. We got scuffed hard. Um, both of our main DPSs were gone today, so me and the main tank had to fill in for DPS. One of our DPS, DJ, he's MIA, and other one, Steven, he got EMP'd. No, so DJ's out of town, and then Steven, he dorms at the school, and a few days ago, the power went out in the entire school, and when it came back on, his Xbox wouldn't connect anymore to the internet, and he called the school like support, and they said they need to enable something, but they're not going to be able to enable it until Monday, so we can't schedule it. We couldn't reschedule either way, so we had to do it. And did better than I thought we were gonna do, especially since we were like off rolling, like 3 of us were off rolling, so um we didn't completely get eviscerated, so that's a win in my book. I beat Final Fantasy 7 Intergrade. It was a lot of fun. I'm playing through Sparks of Hope. That's what I picked up recently. I picked up Marvel Sparks of Hope, and I've been enjoying that a lot. And then I need to start Galaxy 1 and Galaxy 2 soon, so I can make more progress in my script for that. And other than that,
Yeah.
I think that's it. I mean, I guess I mean Alien Isolation still. That's going really well. Yesterday's session of that was rough. That thing is learning fast, and it's like it's not slowing down. It like would not stop hunting. Then almost the entire stream was me being hunted by it and trying to complete the objectives. And can't.
Nope.
No.
That's one of the very few games I don't think I can play.
Oh man, you should. I really think you should try it, dude. It's man.
That is just so terrifying.
It is. It is terrifying, especially when it just doesn't stop looking. Like at least in the section I'm in, it has not stopped. I've reached a point at the end of the stream where it has stopped, but it took the full 2 hour stream or over that for it to stop hunting me, to stop to get past that point.
Really wanted you, apparently.
Yeah, it was rough, but a lot of fun. So
In a weird coincidence, I actually watched a video about IGN's most hated reviews, and that was on there.
why?
It
What
was
they give
Alien
it?
Isolation. I think they gave it like a 6.7. And like the reviewer would do things like he complained about hiding perfectly, like he was perfectly silent, hidden in a like vent or something, and he still got killed, and it was really frustrating. And the video he showed of that happening, apparently he had like a motion detector out, which beeps and gives away your location.
Yeah, it does. If you take it out, it beeps, and that's what finds you. Also, they give it a 5.9.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, they gave it like a really bad review, and the reviewer ended it with like, one day someone will make a good video game, a great video game about this franchise, but Alien Isolation ain't it.
yeah, that's what it is. It says someday someone's going to make an incredible alien video game that checks every box, but sadly, Isolation is not it.
Yeah, you should watch the review after you beat the game.
I should what?
You should watch the review after you beat the game.
Man, maybe.
Oh, they remastered the Monkey Island games?
Did they?
I've always wanted to play them. I love point and clicks.
I,
Like
I, I
point and click
think
adventures are like my shit.
I think they've put them on other platforms, but I don't know if they've remastered them. I think Monkey Island is on the Switch. Hi Lou, how are you? Yeah, I think Monkey Island is on the Switch, but I don't know about any remasters. What you Russ? Have you heard anything of that?
No, not at all. I actually forgot those games existed.
Always wanted to play them. They made is that a new one? Return to Monkey Island? It might be new.
Yeah, that's a new one.
Oh, it is a new one.
Yeah. When's that coming out? Oh, did that already come out? Oh, that
September
did come out.
19th
We
came out.
talked about it. Yeah.
Did we
Apparently,
talk about it?
apparently it was really
Oh, yeah,
good. Okay. Well, let's talk about other recent releases. First up in chronological order is A Plague Tale Requiem, which came out October 18th, has a Metacritic of 83 and a user of 7.3. I don't know why the user is 7.3. I can see why the Metacritic is 83. I think the first one got an 81 or an 80 flat. I hear Plague Tale Requiem is really good, but I never touched the first one.
I think I downloaded it.
You downloaded it?
The first one, but never played it.
Okay. And Brian, what'd you say?
I don't like rats.
You don't like rats?
Yeah, or AAA games.
That's why it's the plague. That's the whole purpose of it. But I do hear that there are a lot of more rats in Requiem. Like, there are a ton of rats.
I can tell you that I would out of doubt remember its announcement in 2019? Was it 2020?
For Requiem?
It was at the Microsoft show, wasn't it, for E3? One of those years? Because it was that pile of rats, and then it was just a small animation, like 4 seconds.
Yeah, that was last year.
No, that wasn't last year. That was like 2020.
There was no E3 2020.
Development. It wasn't announced.
It was last year.
I thought it was 2020.
No, it was last year because the first one came out in 2020 or 2019.
This is not the game I was thinking of.
Oh, it's not?
Huh.
No, I'd never heard of this game.
Oh.
So, interesting.
Which one were you thinking of, Russ?
I don't know. You played as a plague doctor.
Oh.
It was like an indie game.
Oh. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I don't know what it's called though. Yeah, so you never heard of A Plague Tale?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, I know Ricky got the collector's edition of it. So after that is Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope, which came out October 20th. Metacritic score of 86 and a user score of 8.1. I think it deserved that from what I've played so far. It's very good.
I'm gonna get there one day, you know?
Yeah, you have it.
Yeah, I could tell you, it's so special to me that I have it next to me.
But
Because I'm Counting down the days.
Yeah, you haven't gotten to start it yet.
No, because I really want to stream it because I streamed the first game.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I'm don't want to rush Splatoon 3 because Splatoon 3 is a lot. I didn't even mention that I'm playing Splatoon 3 also. Um, Splatoon 3 is a lot of fun. Uh, it's like I don't want to rush it because I'm really enjoying Splatoon 3, but man, I want to play that game. And it's not like I could just play it off stream really easily because I do really need to finish Sunshine. It's not a long game, and I just need to like do it, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So it's a whole thing. It's a conundrum.
Okay. Hello, Marks. Welcome to the stream. Russ, are you getting Sparks of Hope?
I'm gonna get it eventually. I still have to beat the first one. I kind of got stuck on a boss and then haven't gone back to it since.
Oh yeah, didn't we talk about that last week? Like the difficulty
Yeah.
spike.
Yep.
Yeah. I've hit a difficulty spike, but it's been a side thing. I've hit something really difficult. I've hit something really difficult, but it's a side quest, and I'm really stubborn, so I haven't quit it yet. But I've been stuck on it all day. So we'll see when I got to it last night. I attempted it. I might attempt it after Overwatch. We'll see. After that is Gotham Knights, which released October 21st with a Metacritic score of 69, nice, and a user score of 4.7. I don't know why it reviewed so low because I didn't look at any reviews. From what I've seen, it looks alright. The biggest controversy I've seen is it's locked to 30 FPS, which is a bit of a bummer. Michael, who I wanted to get on the podcast but he couldn't, he's been playing it. He said he'd give it a 6 or 7, so it's in line with that.
I would just like to point attention to. Man, I'm not gonna be able to find it. I thought this was a mobile game.
For how long?
Well, I thought it was a console game when I saw the logo, and then the past 2 weeks I've been getting advertisements on YouTube for this game,
Oh,
and they are maybe one of the worst things I've ever seen. I'm trying to find it so I could send it to you.
I
Send it
saw
to you.
I saw an image on Twitter. Russ, I don't know if you've seen anything about it on Twitter, but I saw a post that talks about the UI, and the UI looks like it's straight out of a mobile game.
Yikes.
God, I'm trying to find any. I don't know where its YouTube ad is.
Is this the one that was free?
No. But I got it. If you're in my chat, I'm never in my chat, but if you are, I'm gonna link the Twitter because I can't talk on Discord without the overlay getting shut down. But I put
Oof.
it in on Twitch. I linked the tweet to the UI that I saw.
Oh.
Yeah. That looks like that looks like
Ugh.
mobile game stuff.
It really does.
Man, I really want to find this ad, and I I don't think it's gonna let me. Um, it's really bad though. It's it's a real. I've seen like I'm not exaggerating when I say like those generic ads about like characters are leveling up like level 1 and level 100, those mobile game ads, the joke ones.
Yeah.
It's like down there with that.
Oh no.
It's extraordinarily bad. Um, yeah, I don't think I'll try to find it as we go along.
Yeah. So
It looks like that game's going to be really grindy. Because I'm assuming those are like resources you have to pick up to build whatever is on this menu.
yeah. I can't say anything because I haven't like looked too much into it, but it does look like that.
It is grinding in games. Well, if it's done right, I should say.
Yeah. Um, but I mean, critically, it got almost a 70, it got 69 on, but I mean, my friend's enjoying it, so I'm happy for him, and I hope other people playing it are also enjoying it, even if it looks a little weird. I just think this game should have. I think this game should have been cooked in the oven for a little bit longer.
Really, its reveal trailer was 2020.
It was in there. It was in development for a long time. A Batman game hasn't come out since Origins. I think Origins was what, 2014?
That sounds about right.
So this is the first Batman game since Origins. I think it's the same developers as Origins because Rocksteady didn't make this. Rocksteady's working on the Suicide Squad. So that's not. And then the last release, which was today, is Bayonetta 3, which no user score yet, but it has a Metacritic of 88, which is one of the higher rated games this year. We made our Game of the Year list last week. This looks like it could end up taking a spot on there, just based off of how it reviewed. We'll see if there's any more talk about it over the next few weeks, but
That'd be pretty cool if it did, though.
88's impressive. I think Bayonetta 2 got a 92, so that's Bayonetta 2 was on the Bayonetta 2 was in the Game Awards that year, and then Bayonetta 1 has a 84. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm excited to hear more of your thoughts as the weeks go by and as you play more of it.
There's a good chance they beat it this weekend, so.
Oh, really? Yeah, you're gonna just grind it out?
I think so.
Okay, cool. Do you know how long it takes to beat Bayonetta 3? Roughly?
I do not. I have not looked into that.
Okay. Hopefully it's not too short. Well, I don't know. It depends how you feel. For me, I'd like it to be a little bit longer than the first two because of how long it took. But
the first two almost seemed like it was meant to be replayed multiple times for high scores.
Yeah.
This one does not really seem to be that way. At least from what I can tell so far.
Okay.
Chapter 1 took me 30-some minutes to beat, and that seems kind of long for a chapter in Bayonetta.
I've heard a lot of people say that. I've heard a lot of people make comparisons to Devil May Cry 5 in the story and the gameplay and stuff.
Yep. I could absolutely see it.
And I really like DMC5, so I really want to play it. I don't know if I'll get to before the end of the year, but I really want to. So let's go ahead and go into our news topics. First up is a rant that we'll have to do. Yes, we did hear about that. We are going to talk about that after we rant a little bit about Overwatch. There's a lot of stuff with Bayonetta that we need to talk about. Actually, you know what? It's probably a better segue to talk about Bayonetta first, since Bayonetta 3 just came out. So let's just go to that first, and then we can rant. So, Bayonetta drama started 2 weeks ago now?
Yeah, I think so.
It feels like a month ago.
It does.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, because 2 weeks ago we didn't even talk about it. We would have talked about it on here. So Helena Taylor had allegations against Platinum where she claimed to have only been offered $4,000 to play Bayonetta, which is terrible. That's awful. And then 2 days go by. Kamiya's making a fool of himself. He's being stupid. That doesn't change. Bloomberg and VGC respond and corroborate, saying that she's lying, that she was actually offered a total between 15 to 20,000, and she asked for over 100,000 in residuals, which you can make the case that she does deserve that for voicing a huge character and for how much Bayonetta made. But that doesn't change the fact that she completely lied to spin the tale if that was true. And not only did she lie in the thread of videos that she made, I don't know if you guys saw it, but like the third video she made, she was coming after what's the new voice actress's name? Jennifer
Hale.
Jennifer Hale. She was coming after Jennifer Hale. Like, what? You don't do that. That's a what?
Yeah, that was just ridiculous to me. And then how I didn't really agree with how she said that Jennifer had no right to be Bayonetta. Like, because
Yeah.
Helena claimed it was her character, which technically not. She just voiced it.
Yeah.
It's not like she made Bayonetta.
No. That was like, I when I first saw the videos, like, this is awful, and then I got to that video and I was like, this is a little strange. No, she shouldn't. That is awful. Like, she should not have gone after Jennifer's throat like that.
Uh-huh.
And then Bloomberg VGC responded, and then Helena responded again and admitted that she did get offered more, but she tried to spin it again by saying that she did not lie, even though she did. And I saw a reply saying she didn't lie, she just didn't tell the whole truth. It's like,
it's basically the same thing in that case.
Yeah. So that happened. I don't even think before that, I think she made a comment saying that she just wanted to move on from the thing, and that was already a little embarrassing. But then she admitted to it, made another thread like that, and then today she decides to post a questionable charity list. And she got destroyed in the replies. Brendan,
Is it actually like confirmed, or is this some like rumor that's like, is it there?
no, it's there.
Genuinely?
It's there.
Okay.
It's there. What do you think, Brandon? What are you laughing about?
That's funny as shit. That's a pure white person move in its finest form. That's what that is. She snuck that shit in like no one would notice. The amount of confidence that I respected. I mean, she gave it a good old shot. Just threw that one in there. Pile of good shit. Maybe they won't notice. It's funny.
It's terrible. And her pinned tweet is still her video thread.
I'm surprised she didn't take that down after the backlash she got.
Me too.
I think she really needs somebody to like manage her Twitter or something so she doesn't dig herself a deeper hole than she already has.
Yeah, her post of today is filled with people showing the copies of Bayonetta 3. It's funny. And then
when it first came out, I was actually considering not buying it, but I'm glad I waited for like the whole story to come out.
Yeah, it's because if that was true, 4,000 awful. That's terrible. That's terrible. It's I don't know why anyone would think that's good, and then more stuff came out, and it just sucks because it ruined the conversation from voice actors needing to be paid more to some people arguing saying this is why voice actors aren't paid, like this is why they shouldn't. And it's like she ruined it for a lot of really good people. She just ruined it for them. And it's like I don't know why. I don't know what she gained from it. I don't think she gained followers. You mentioned that you'd be surprised if she got a job in voice acting again before, like, and I agree with that. Like, who is gonna hire her to do another job?
I mean, to be fair though, like if you look at her IMDb, she's done like nothing. Bayonetta was like her one and only job she's ever really done.
Yeah. But if she were to get something else, I don't know who would do it. I don't know who would hire
Me either.
Anyone that's not a AAA game, because the moment she gets hired, you're gonna be in the news, you and your game are.
her. Oh yeah. Okay. That makes
Any
sense.
non-AAA. I'm not saying like indie, but I'm saying like if someone's making like a fucking Tunic or some shit. Alan Wonderland 2. How's the
Ba-
lawsuit coming along, by the way?
For Balin,
Yeah.
I think they got settled.
Oh, that's nice of
Uh,
them, you know?
I think they got settled for the Balin that Balin lawsuit with between Square and him.
Is that due to free spirit? Can he go anywhere now?
I think so, but I don't think he's gonna do anything else.
Ah, that's fair. He's been around a while, you know?
Yeah,
He
I don't.
can take you like leave.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna do anything else. But speaking of lawsuits, do you guys think Nintendo is gonna sue her?
No.
I don't think so either.
I feel like
They would have already done that with the first video.
I feel like it'd be easy. She broke
Well,
NDA, and
well, yeah,
what she did is basically defamation.
that's why I said they would have already done it. Why
Well, it,
wait until
well,
now?
it takes a while for it to become public.
Yeah, I'm sure something really came out how big of a deal this is.
Yeah, um, it'd be easy.
Uh huh. Kind of serve her right.
They have all the evidence,
Yeah.
and it just the biggest takeaway for me, the biggest thing is that it sucks that it just changed the conversation because it felt like we were finally gonna make a big push towards voice actors getting a better pay, especially with all the Mob Psycho stuff that's been happening. I don't know if you guys have seen any of that. Um, but it finally felt like something was gonna happen, and then the conversation just changed.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's a it reminds me of weird comparison, but it reminds me of like UFC fighters where like a lot of people don't realize that if you're not like a top 10 fighter in the UFC, you're not making a living off of that sport.
Hmm.
Like you are actively because you only fight once every 4 to 6 months, and then when you do fight, you get 15 grand to show and 15 more grand if you win. And I feel like voice acting is probably the same way, where if you're not one of like the top 10 voice actors on the planet, you probably can't make a living off that right now.
I think, yeah, I
Top 50
think,
maybe. Let's say top 50 because honestly, genuinely, like just thinking about like how many big names The Last of Us has, and then I would imagine like some of the people who did Danganronpa are probably covered really well, and then we don't know how many people like Danganronpa. We don't know how many people in Japan also like we don't know what the top voice actors of Japan are. It's easy for us to say like Troy Baker and stuff like that, but let's say top 50. If you're not top 50, you're probably not making a living off of that alone.
Marissa said even top 50 usually have a second job in America.
Yeah, I mean top 50 worldwide. In America, it's probably on like top 25.
And that stays true for Sonic. I don't know if you guys not Sonic. I was thinking Sonic because of Canada. Because Sonic Prime's voice actors are from Canada. I think for this reason, Canadian voice actors also get paid. I think even less than American, and that might be a reason why everyone in Sonic Prime was changed to Canadian voice actor, or Jennifer, I think, is also Canadian, but I think they probably paid a lot for Jennifer because she's way more notable than Helena. So that's a little bit of a different argument. But a lot of voice actors from Canada and Adam Howder, Adam, is his last name Howder, the voice actor for Shulk? I think it's Adam Howder. He was talking about it too, how he gets paid a lot less than other people. Adam Howden. There we go. I made a post about it yesterday. But it's just I don't know. It's just a weird, crazy situation. And I don't know why she keeps going with it.
This might be a hot take too, but if I'm being honest, I kind of like Jennifer Hale as Bayonetta. I think her voice fits really well. I do sometimes hear Ash in her voice, but that's probably just from my like 1,000 hours in Overwatch that I hear that.
Uh-huh.
But I think she does a good job as Bayonetta.
Yeah. From what I've heard, she does a really good job. Also, I meant UK and Canada, not just UK, because Adam's UK, but the Sonic voice actors are, I think, all Canadian. And there was some drama going on with Mob Psycho where most of the English dubcast got recast because Mob's English voice actor wanted Crunchyroll to have a meeting with their union, and they refused. And even just have a meeting, they didn't even have to commit for a union contract. They just needed to have a meeting, and they refused. So he quit, and I think they're going with I think somewhere in Texas or somewhere in Canada. I can't remember exactly where. But again, regions where they are paid less. So we'll see where that goes. But yeah, that's John with Bayonetta 3. And now we can go ahead and rant about Overwatch skin prices because God, this has been abysmal.
I got something also past the skin prices to talk about.
Past it?
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead about the skin prices though.
They're terrible. Why?
Yeah.
Why is the Kiriko Witch Bundle $30?
Yeah.
It is so ridiculous to me how expensive that is. When the skins used to be free.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look
you
at-
could earn a lot of loot boxes. Now you can earn 60 cents a week. And
Uh-huh.
if you grind, you could get the Kirika bundle in probably 10 months of every weekly challenge. I think that's the a regular skin is 6 months. The battle actually is the battle pass 6 months or is there a legendary that they said is no?
I think
Do
legendary.
you remember Tachi?
I think it was legendary.
It was a legendary. Yeah, so 2 battle passes every 6 months, or a legendary skin every 6 months. This is a legendary skin and then some. And you can't buy it on sale.
Yeah, you can't buy it separately. You have to get the bundle.
Yeah. Did you buy it?
No.
GK?
Nope.
No?
Which Kiriko is jumps to one of my favorite skins of all time, but I can't justify paying for half of Sonic Frontiers.
Yeah, no, totally. I agree.
That's half of Bayonetta 3.
Yep. I saw somebody say that if you buy both Junker Queens and Kiriko's skin, you already paid more than what you paid for Overwatch 1. And that kind of makes me sick.
Yeah, it is.
Well, yeah, because one's $26 and the other one's 19. They sold Overwatch at 40
Yep.
base and then went on sale for 20 and 15. A lot towards the end of its lifespan.
Yep.
Yeah, I mentioned this. I mentioned this before the game came out. It's gonna suck.
Yeah.
It is gonna suck.
It,
And the worst part about it is like you have 10 more days to buy this skin, or you're not seeing
Yep.
it for another year. And who knows?
if
Will
they
you see it next year?
if they bring it back, yeah, you're right. And that
You know?
sucks because I use Kiriko. I do use her.
I mean, even even past that, like not even this. It's like if you haven't put in the you can correct me, Itachi, the 40 hours to complete this battle pass, I can almost guarantee you that we will never see this Genji skin again.
Yeah.
So if you haven't gotten tier 80, you
By
have
the
38, but you'll probably never see this Genji skin again. And who knows about the cosmetics inside of this?
no,
I
you're
mean,
The battle pass, if it follows the model of other games, you're never seeing these items again.
Yeah. Oh.
That's just so sad to me.
Yeah.
And I kind of think that the battle pass is for me hard because I don't play it multiple hours every day, and I feel like 40 hours to complete a battle pass in 2 weeks is or 2 months is a big ask for somebody that plays the level I do.
Yeah, I think each season is 2.5 months. Eight,
Yeah, it's two
80
and a
days.
half months. Um, if you got not counting match XP, like no match XP at all. You could get 1 tier a day, 10,000 XP because you get 3,000 every time you play a daily challenge, and just playing enough to get that daily challenge, you're gonna get another 1,000, anyways. So just round up 10,000 XP, you get 1 tier a day, and then if you do all your weekly skins every week, that is 9.5 tiers. So you could do 10 tiers a week. Um, the battle pass lasts 8 weeks. Um, and it's 80 tiers.
So if you do the
That's if you
challenge,
did.
if you do the challenges, just pure the challenges, you can get
Mhm.
it. But even
You
then,
can get it in the time frame. You'll probably have a little time left, just with everything else, because you earn extra XP for the season challenges that will give you 500 here, 500 there. There's event ones, obviously. If you play competitive, there's competitive ones, and then there's lifetime challenges, just winning like 20 games. It's like Junker Queen or Kiriko.
yeah,
5 games here, 5 games there.
it's
Yeah. So it's not doable to someone who has a job or has a family who can't commit 3 to 5 hours a day, 4 days a week, who can only come home on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday and play an hour and a half.
yeah, and that's what
Like
go ahead, finish your thought.
that's what a lot of people, and that's what the thing about this is you are selling this game as free to play, but then past that, every free to play player you're bringing in, the very casual side of it, is probably going to get fucked over by this battle pass at some point, if not the shop, you know.
Yeah, the that's what I was talking about this with my friends earlier, because or yeah, with my team, with my team, I was playing with them and they were talking, and I one of them had brought up another game, and I had mentioned after that saying I only have time for one live service game, and it's Overwatch because that's the one that I enjoy playing the most. I don't
Yeah,
play any other live service game. Maybe once in a while I'll boot up Fall Guys or Fortnite or something, but I will not have a time commitment for it like Overwatch. And even then, there are days where I play Overwatch and I can't play Sparks of Hope or Final Fantasy
and
or something.
the biggest problem with the skins and the prices is how inflated every other skin has become. It's not. It's yes, it is the fact that like the Kiriko skin costs $26, but it's also the fact that like you want Anna wrapped up as a mummy, $20. Is it worth that? No, but you can't sell it for less because then you devalue everything else. So you have to raise the prices of stuff that didn't matter. I could have gotten that Anna skin in a month of playing Overwatch 1 without anything. Like less so if I'm a little bit lucky,
Yeah.
you know?
And how many people do you
It
actually see people? How many people do you actually see using the skins when you play?
what do you mean?
Like
Like the
how many which Kirikos have you seen? I haven't seen any.
I haven't seen any, but I'm open to the fact that I just maybe not noticed.
I play
Hmm.
as her, so I don't see any other Kirikos usually.
Yeah, shouts to every Samba main who paid $19 for the bride skin, um, not realizing that the character goes invisible. Doesn't
Oh,
matter, and you can't see yourself.
it's just a
Uh,
shame.
yeah,
I'm really hoping
and
that they do something about the battle pass, like make it easier or make it better for people that pay for it.
I think that they need to add premium currency into the battle pass. Replace some
Absolutely.
sprays, replace yeah, replace some sprays. Like, when am I gonna use that dog tag spray from Sojourn? Please.
they, there's a lot of problems with this game. There's a lot that they're facing, that are very obvious. Um, Just not even past the monetary skin. The balancing is atrocious
Is that
at
what
the
you're?
moment.
Is that what you wanted to bring up?
Yeah, I wanted to. I'm gonna turn off my camera and share my screen instead, so it just replaces where my camera was to show something because it's funny. They put out 11 hours ago. I don't know if you saw.
I
Is
did.
a Hero Balance developer blog, which is a lot of changes that should be made. But the downside is it's only nerfs. Is it good? Yeah, the nerfing Sombra. Sombra's a major issue. The nerfing Genji, less of a major issue. But still a problem. The nothing Zarya, the biggest issue to touch Overwatch in the past year, probably past the Junker Queen, released Junker Queen, which never made it to the live game. Um, the nothing Diva, another major problem. The nothing Kiriko,
Yeah, I don't
fine.
think they needed a nerf Kiriko. That's
Um,
I saw that and I was like, why?
yeah. So Kiriko's nuff is her swift step invulnerability, her teleport. The invulnerability that you get from the teleport is being reduced from zero point 0.4 to 0.25 seconds. That's a lot of time.
Yeah,
That's a lot of time. So that's the biggest problem. Problem number one, it's not going to be out till November 15th. That's a while away. November 15th is not close. The balance sucks. This meta is terrible.
that's after
And
my
if
collegiate tournament.
and if you're setting a precedent that future seasons are also going to have the balance patches 6 weeks in, then that's extremely frightening because you have already fucked up the balance.
Well,
I
well,
don't trust this development team to balance this game anymore.
well that's if we're lucky because before the season came out, they mentioned that we're not getting balance patches, or that we're only getting balance patches every season.
Well, because
Uh,
they wanted every season to have its own character to it, but the problem is, this season is. I'll show you what the problem. Another problem that came out past the November 15th is Sojourn is not included in any of these nerfs. If you do not know how good Sojourn is, you have not played against a very good Sojourn because they will absolutely single-handedly take over the game. There's no reason any character should be able to do that, and they genuinely you can 1v5. You could walk into very high ranked games and 1v5 if you have a really good Soldier player and just a bunch of decent players past that. It's a problem. The other big problem is there's no buffs listed. I
no,
mean,
no buffs.
that's a very bad way to handle this game, is just nerfing. Doomfist is almost unplayable.
That's what I was gonna mention.
Almost unplayable.
Doom needs a buff.
Junker Queen is bad. Bastion is terrible. They broke his ultimate, and it still was a mid-tier ultimate when he could infinite fire. It wasn't good. It was worse than EMP. And also, here is the major problem with this game. I don't know if you need to click watch if this
Yeah,
fucks it up.
I do.
Oh, I'm sorry if it messes it up
No, you're fine.
for a second. Here's the leaderboard for season one competitively. This is top 500. These are the best 500 players ranked right now in competitive. Support looks fine. These are the top three most played heroes. So Ana 1, BAP 2. This is the order of the most played. Support's fine. Here's how tank looks, which is not okay sometimes. You're gonna see a lot of pink-haired woman in the top 500 in the first place. But here's how damage looks. This
Yeah.
is bad. This is page 2 is fine. Hold on, I'm on page 5. Here's page 1. Like, this is really bad. This should not happen. It is just Sojourn
Mm-hmm.
has the number one most played DPS. So, like, it's a problem that they see that. Like, they look at that, and we're not getting a patch for 2.5 weeks,
Yep.
3 weeks. And that's Overwatch's biggest problem, is this game is, everything's really slow. The gameplay is really fast, but everything else around this game is slow. It's slow to grind. It's slow to earn enough to get any skin for free. You have to pay $20 for shit, and they don't have any interest in actually balancing it decently.
You want to sell our accounts for $20 per skin that we have?
I mean, I can guarantee you that the market has skyrocketed for Pink Mercy nowadays.
Oh yeah. And like that already costed money, right? Because it was a donation.
Yeah.
Do you
What? Yeah,
remember?
because it was a one-time thing. It was a breast cancer awareness, I believe. And if you donated to the charity, you got Pink Mercy, and it's never been brought back. Which does it upset me? Yeah, a little bit, but I'm not like I wouldn't put that against Blizzard because you don't want to devalue that. I think they would sooner make another charity skin, but I wish they would do more charity skins because Pink Mercy was so successful, and now
Yeah.
people know that because everyone loves Pink Mercy so much that if they did another charity skin, people would not miss out on that. The closest they've done is they gave Brig a skin, which you had to donate $5 worth of subs or bits to a streamer to get. They did that end of last year. Uh, but because everyone's so scared of missing out of another Pink Mercy type skin, the charity would do so well, and I don't know why they actively don't.
I
I
don't know.
maybe they're scared of partnering with the wrong charity that has unfortunate things to it.
Helena.
I don't know. I would ask the Bayonetta actress for a list, of good ones. Um,
you,
yeah,
you
it's
you know what I thought
hmm,
of, both of you,
what?
like, because we don't have loot boxes anymore.
Oh,
We don't have a way to get the skins without money unless you have legacy tokens. Unless you have legacy tokens, and I have legacy tokens and I'm saving them just in case I can get the skins for like future heroes with that, like the base skins, just in case. By the way, Junker Queen and Sojourn have some of the worst base skins I've ever seen. Um, but I thought of how badly, well, it didn't affect Junkenstein that much, like Halloween event, because we had the Wrath of the Bride, which is cool in itself, although I feel like it was a little bit underwhelming in terms of how much content we had. Don't want to put too much pressure just because it just came out. But how bad, what's going to happen with our anniversary event?
Yeah, celebration. We're putting everything on the shop. $20 each.
Yeah, yeah. Like, anniversary loot boxes aren't a thing anymore. What's happening?
No. No, they probably open up the entire shop where you could buy anything at any point. And
It
I would imagine if you've been very good all year that they might only cost 10 to 15 instead of 20 to 25.
is is
I
anni-
mean, that's
is anniversary happening in October now?
no, because I think the more excited Overwatch has a no, yeah, they're probably October. I hate it. If you don't know, by the way, your career profile, if you go try to look at your previous seasons, they delete all of your season records for competitive except for the past 6 seasons. Um, so if you weren't aware of that, they didn't publicly announce it, obviously. They said it like somewhere quietly. So if you did play any early seasons, like 1, 2, 3, or 4, that's erased. There's no proof of that anymore. I the leaderboard won't even show it. Like, go to competitive leaderboard. There's no proof you ever played in those seasons outside of the spray and picture you have.
Yeah, have you looked at that, Russ?
Yeah, it bothers me. The career profile bothers me too. That you can see your old level, and
Yeah,
I don't. You
and it
can't
doesn't
level up
change.
anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
change.
Yeah,
That's so dumb. Why? Why is it there? Why is it stagnant?
yep.
they they have. I like they've added a lot of good to this game. There's a lot of good in Overwatch 2, but there's no end cards. Why? End cards are
Yeah,
great. You could have end cards. I would imagine that end cards don't work. That end cards are broken in Overwatch 2 now. Some might be buggy, but I would imagine end cards aren't broken. So you could have end cards. Uh you took away medals, which I understand, but I feel like it's worse. I hate the argument that like people like, oh, I have gold medals, I'm the best player on the team, and then people would bitch at each other about that. Yeah, but now you just see numbers. I know how shitty my other support player is doing. So like, what's stopping people from being toxic because of that? And endorsements are fucked. Like, I don't know what they thought would be good with endorsements, but I get not having 3 separate ones. That's fine. But you can't endorse the enemy team. If you can, I haven't found the button. Someone
you
please tell
can't.
me.
You can't.
Um, you can only endorse teammates. Um, the not publicly shared, you have to like go look for them on your own in the endorsement menu. Um, and also you can't endorse friends. So if you play in a full stack, your endorsement level just constantly slowly plummets. You
Endorsement,
can't do anything.
they do matter, Marissa, because you get one tier of the battle pass if you level it up.
Yeah, they give you like a half a tier or one tier like every once in a while instead of loot boxes. Um, it's such an afterthought because, like I said, you can't endorse enemies, and if you play in a 5-stack, no one can endorse you in the game, and you'll constantly lose stuff, and like that's missing. You should be able to level up. I'm upset that like I finished my battle pass and now I feel like I'm playing for nothing. You know?
Yeah, it doesn't matter for Marissa.
Yeah, I think Marissa had the same point of like, why play quick play? I don't feel like I'm earning anything. You know? It's just
The only point I see is leveling up faster for me, because you get the same amount of XP in comp and in quick play, which is
see,
bizarre. Yeah, it's like very similar.
I gotta be sorry. I want the Techno Knight title. I need tier 175 for Techno Knight.
Good luck with that
Like
one.
92.
Would not have the patience for that.
Yeah, you have to actually tier 200's the max. So if you want to get the max title of every battle pass, you gotta do 200 tiers.
I'm good.
Which 10,000 XP, by the way, doesn't lower.
Not
Yeah,
doing
it's
that.
not worth playing the game outside of competitive if you have your battle pass complete, or unless you're going for a specific achievement.
I don't even want to get to 80.
Yeah. Where you at right now, Russ?
I just hit 40 or 41 last night.
I think we're. Are we halfway into it now? I think we're halfway, so you might be able to finish it in time.
I'm gonna try to. It's gonna bug me not to have the mythic skins,
Yeah.
especially because I paid for it.
Yeah. Would it be an easier bite to swallow if they put premium currency inside the battle pass?
I would prefer that. But usually in battle passes, you have a way to earn the next battle pass.
Yeah.
You don't have to always pay for them.
Yeah.
Like I think Fortnite does it the best way, where their battle pass is super easy to complete. They give you hundreds of challenges to do to level up the battle pass,
And they're unique. They're not the same challenges every freaking week.
Yep.
You can keep track of the challenges. I can't keep track. Get 10 wins for 2 rolls. What rolls did I do it on? I play flex all the time. What do you mean?
They nerfed one of the challenges. Did you see that they nerfed one of them?
Team kills to 10. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, team kills got nerfed from 20 to 10. Yeah, winning 7 arcade games is still the most painful thing ever. Arcade is fucking miserable. Right now it's fine because you play Junkenstein. But arcade is the most miserable thing I've ever played in Overwatch. It's all bad.
I hate arcade mode.
It used to be so good, and now it's all so bad because the game wasn't really made for more than one tank being in it, and it kind of gets a little bit we're just like, damn, I feel like it's like Overwatch 1 but worse.
Their biggest mistake in arcade was moving mystery heroes to unranked. Why? Mystery heroes is the definition of an arcade mode. Like,
yeah,
I don't get it. I don't get why you moved mystery heroes out of there. It's annoying, but and the reason why I feel like all of us can agree about this is the reason why we're all so upset about some of this stuff is because we do really like the game.
Yep.
Do we have the same headphones, Russ?
Yeah, but mine are the corded ones.
Oh, okay. I just noticed that. I was like, oh, do we have the same ones?
We went through that conversation at the end of the last podcast.
Which
After
one?
the last podcast ended, y'all had the same conversation about headphones.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't remember that either.
I don't remember that. Right, like after I hit.
I swear,
like,
y'all did.
No, I don't remember that. I feel like this is the first time I notice it.
I could have sworn y'all did. It was all stream, so you can't like
Fortnite
no
cosmetics are
record
just
of it.
superior. Yeah, Fortnite cosmetics are just
Mhm.
really good. Fortnite's battle pass is just really good. Like Russ, like you were saying, it's the best battle pass that we have,
Yep.
and it's a shame because it's weird because Overwatch's battle pass in terms of content is also pretty good. You just have no way of getting the next one that way. It's
Yep.
it's just going through, and then you get a bunch of useless sprays, a bunch of weird. Even the voice lines, most of them aren't even that good.
Yeah.
I'd rather get 100 Overwatch coins every once in a while than that dog tag spray. When am I going to use that dog tag spray? It's so
Since I bought the Watchpoint pack like before Overwatch 2 came out, I didn't get a chance to like see how you buy the battle pass. Do you have to pay money for it or can you use coins on it?
you use coins. You buy the coins and then you use the coins on it.
Okay.
So you're covered. You're covered for the next two, right? Unless you buy a skin, but
How much is the battle pass coin wise?
1,000.
Okay. Yeah, I have like a little over 2,000.
Yeah, so you're covered for the next two at least. Um,
Yeah.
the best thing about Overwatch 2 though, because we've been ragging on it a lot, I will say I am happy that they are committing to putting content each season, whether it's maps or heroes, and heroes every other season. Because we're getting another hero next season, and I think one or two new maps next season too.
Um,
Go ahead.
they need to do away with the map pool.
Yes.
So, if you don't know, if you haven't like noticed or caught on that suspiciously, you probably haven't played any Rialto, Havana, or Blizzardwood in your time doing Overwatch 2. It's because not only did they reintroduce the map pool, they reintroduced it for competitive and quick play. So for some reason, they decided it's a good idea to not have maps show up um, in
In quick
those
play.
modes. Also, in the casual mode, so arcade also won't have them. I
Yeah.
believe they won't have some of them. They will have Assault. If you want to play constant Assault, including Paris and Luna Colony, it's incredible. I recommend it. It's a good time. Um, but map pools are a thing that needs to go away. It needs to be competitive only. I like
Yes, I
competitive
agree.
only. That's fine. But the biggest problem is they have now limited those map pools, except Push. All three of Push's maps are there. Meaning you probably are playing a lot of Push.
Yeah.
But map pools need to go away. Um, yeah.
Russ, when you play, do you play with friends or do you solo queue?
I mostly solo queue.
At us. At us.
Okay.
After stream at us. I would love to play some games with you because
I assume you play on PC.
yeah,
Okay.
all of us. Do you play on
Here's
PC?
PC by Jay Critch on Spotify.
Jesus Christ.
do do you play PC?
Yeah.
Marissa's even agreeing that solo queuing is rough. No, but I'd love to. I love to get some games with you because I just Overwatch is. I would not be playing this game if I did not have Brandon or Marissa to play it with.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's,
like at the end of the day, we've said all these complaints. Overwatch is still fun.
Yeah.
This game is still just fun. They've knocked a lot of this shit out of the park in that we maybe have only mentioned once because it's not new and it's random to mention it over and over again. Orissa's still an incredible instance of them being able to turn an unfun character for most into one of the funnest characters to play in this game.
I love playing her.
And a lot of these characters are viable. Is Doomfist bad? Yeah, but most of the DPS lineup is viable. Honestly, the worst DPS in this game right now is probably Bastion, but you could get away with Bastion. Like, there's really no, especially on the support line, there's really no bad options at support. There's not many bad options at DPS. It's mostly just Bastion, Doom, and then Junker Queen. So like I get that why they're not buffing instantly, in that sense, but the game is still really good. Like Midtown is a great addition. Um some of the push stuff is like hit or miss, but at the end of the day, the Esperanza or whatever it's called,
Mm-hmm.
that's a phenomenal map.
Yeah.
And that is such a good map. I like New Queen Street. Most people don't. But that's also a good map in my opinion. And then they've just done a really good job. Like when they've done a good job, they've done a great job. But when they've done a bad job, they have done horrifically.
Yeah. I agree. And Russ, we're going to say something about solo queuing.
I was just gonna say that it's a lot more fun to play this game with friends, especially solo queuing as a healer. I feel like is not great,
Yeah.
but I'll play Zenyatta kind of frequently, and I feel like when somebody plays this in, you should be calling out where your discords go, and half the time nobody joins team chat, so I'm calling out to nobody.
Yeah. Usually we always just talk on Discord voice chat because we don't. I rarely ever join voice chat just because of how awful Overwatch voice chat can be.
It really can be.
Man, we'll get for the questions that I'll talk about it later, but let's let's go ahead and move on, and then I'll get back to Overwatch for the last thing. But Silent Hill is back from the dead. Konami's finally doing something. They announced a lot of Silent Hill stuff. Brandon, you're a big Silent Hill fan.
A big what fan?
Silent Hill. No,
God.
no, Brand is awful with
I
horror
thought
games.
that was a fucking Resident Evil game.
Yeah, Brand's awful with horror.
I've looked at isn't that like Pyramid Head?
Yes.
And I thought that was a Resident Evil character.
No,
was Pyramid Head.
No, that's not Hill.
I didn't know that until like 2 years ago that Pyramid Head wasn't a Resident Evil character.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, they were like really popular at around the same time, so I don't blame you, especially since you don't like horror games.
Also,
But-
I was like 6 when they were popular.
Yeah, so I'll
No,
blame you.
less than that was a GameCube release, wasn't it?
Yes, GameCube era.
I either didn't exist or no,
No, you existed.
I existed. Well,
You were just
no,
a
it was
baby.
May
You were a
of
baby.
20 What was May of 2001 when the GameCube came out, right? GameCube came out in September 14th, 2001. So there was about 4 days of the GameCube where I didn't exist,
Oh, okay.
you know. But damn, it came out. Oh no, it didn't come out on my birthday actually. I thought it came out on my birthday. No, but I was like 1. I was either 0 or like 5, probably. Somewhere within there.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. So I know you don't have any experience with Silent Hill, but Russ, do you have any experience with Silent Hill games?
The only one I ever played was PT. I want to get into Silent Hill. I just never had the chance to. I own a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
I know I own Silent Hill 2, which I think is supposed to be one of the better ones.
I hear it's the best one.
PT was fun, but
Yeah.
I don't really. Can you call it Silent Hill?
I guess because it was supposed to be like that was the reveal. It was called Silent Hills, and then
Yeah,
they got canceled because of all of that mess. But
yeah.
that was another shitty situation. But that was a big blowout. So they announced. Well, did you watch the Silent Hill presentation, Russ?
I didn't know.
Okay, so they announced five things, which is huge for Konami because we're lucky if we get one thing in the span of 5 years. Silent Hill 2 remake, done by the developers of the Medium Blooper team, which I think they're okay developers. Medium I hear was like fine, but the reason why I see people excited for it is because they have a layout this time. They're not making the game. They're not coming up with an original story for the game. They're taking the existing story and remaking it. So it looks good. Then they announced Silent Hill Townfall, which is being published by Annapurna, which they always make really unique games, but we did not see. It was just a teaser. I don't know. Are you familiar with any of Annapurna's games?
Yeah, I played a couple of them.
So they announced that. Brandon, are you familiar with Annapurna?
No.
Okay. Well, I think their latest game was Stray, right?
Yep.
Stray was the latest game. So they did that, and then they did announced a movie called Return to Silent Hill, which is based off of Silent Hill 2, and they showed a teaser for that. Then Silent Hill Ascension, which they described as a new interactive video streaming experience, which was another teaser. All of these sound like they're coming 2024 at the earliest, and the last one more like 2025 to me. Actually, maybe Silent Hill 2 might be 2023. But Silent Hill Ascension, to me, it looked like what's those developers of The Quarry and Until Dawn? Do you guys know the developers for that?
Not off the top of my head.
Can't remember the names, but it looks like it's that style of game with how they describe
Is it
it.
Quantum Dreams? No, that's the Heavy Rain people.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
super massive.
It's Supermassive?
Yeah. That's who did Until Dawn.
Oh, okay. Well, it looked like that type of game where people interact with it and it changes it a bit, but it's hard to tell, especially since it was just a teaser. And then the big one, they announced something called Silent Hill F, which is a new story set in 1960s Japan, which was a really cool thing because it's being written by a manga author that's experienced with horror. But my favorite part of it is the director. I forgot his name, but you guys will never guess what games he directed in the past or had like a big part in. Hold on. Silent Hill F director. Come on. Ugh. Anyways, I'm probably not gonna be able to find it. I'm gonna have to go on Nibellian's Twitter to find it. But it was really fun. It caught me off guard because the director also played a huge role in Pikmin 1 and 2 and Luigi's Mansion.
Okay.
That's his resume, which is funny to me. That's those two.
I mean, at least they're good games.
Yeah. They are. It's just really funny to me. Okay, I think there it is. The producer. The producer of Silent Hill F is Motoi Okamoto, who was previously at Nintendo and worked on games like Pikmin 1 and 2 and Luigi's Mansion. So that's funny to me. But yeah, that's the big thing. I already know Brandon's answer. So Russ, are you planning on getting into Silent Hill, like any of these projects?
I probably will. I'll probably pick up all of them, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took a dive with Resident Evil with 8. I started with 1 in preparation for 8 to come out, and then I really liked it. So I think I would like Silent Hill, because I'm pretty sure they're... I don't want to say similar, because they're not similar, but they are to me.
Yeah.
They're the same kind of, like, eerie, creepy kind of game. They're not, like, outright scary from what I'm aware of.
Yeah. Actually, Silent Hill might be a little bit outright scary. Oh, the thing with Silent Hill is it does a lot with it, and it's the closest thing with like psychological horror that I really like that I wish would come back, which it seems like it's coming back. But the entire concept of Silent Hill is just really cool to me. Like the story that like the town that just magically appears in fog and deep lore, and you find out some pretty big twists in it. There's a really big twist in Silent Hill 2, by the way. So be careful on Twitter, like when you see people talking about it, because obviously it's an old game. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little. I think it's dumb because I mean, I thought it was weird for people getting upset when I spoiled Final Fantasy 7, like the big the big moment with Sephiroth and Aerith. When that was talked about, I saw a lot of people getting mad because that was spoiled for them. So I mean, I think it's dumb to get upset about that, especially with when it's in a game that's old. But I do recognize that if I was in that position, I would be cautious of what I listen to. So
Right.
Silent Hill 2 has a pretty big twist to it. So just be careful whenever you see like people talking about it.
Yeah. I tend to avoid conversations about games that I haven't played yet because of that, just because I don't want to be spoiled on stuff. I like to see the twist for myself.
Yeah. And I think I think Silent Hill 2 is just a really interesting game. It's cool that's getting remade. But last thing that I have set is something I'm very excited for. Brandon's excited for. I don't know if you are, Russ, but Mario Party 1 and 2 are coming to Switch Online November 2nd in a few days.
I'm really excited for that. That's
Yeah.
going to be a lot of fun.
I'm really excited.
Yeah,
Brandon.
we're gonna wait. It's November 1st and 2nd.
No, November 2nd. Both of them come out the same day.
Um, is this upcoming Monday Mario Party or is it Minecraft?
It is Minecraft.
Yeah, so the following Monday we're probably gonna play those, right?
Well, this Monday is Halloween.
Mm,
So it would be next Monday we will.
yeah, well, the coming Monday past that, I mean.
Yeah. We'll be doing we'll be doing Mario Party for that. We'll be doing Mario Party Monday, and we'll probably do Mario Party 1. That's gonna be a little bit miserable because Mario Party 1 is the meanest game to exist.
It really is.
Like them taking away 10 coins for losing a mini game is brutal. Although
I mean, it's like you could argue that like one of Mario Party's like most fucked up things, or like one of its downsides, is how easy every game is for the economy to just get messed up.
yeah.
I mean, we played Mario Party 4 recently, and there was a turn where everyone had 80 plus coins.
Yeah. Well, I think Mario Party 1 stars are 10 coins.
Ooh.
I can't
That's not
remember
bad, then.
completely though.
We can we're gonna play those games in our own. I went away for a second. We're gonna play those games in our own time, right?
Yeah,
Because we want to
we
do a
have
video on
to.
them.
We have to. We're not gonna
Yeah,
be
we
able
can't
to.
just wait every Monday to get through the boards.
Yeah, that we won't get that video out until like April or something. Because Mario Party 1 has a lot of boards. Um,
9. I had a Jeopardy question about that. Because well, yeah, that's I when I was doing Jeopardy, I had a Mario Party category, and one of the questions was about Mario Party 1 having 9 regular boards in it.
yeah,
And I deleted it because it was so because technically there are more boards in the future games with like the story mode boards and single player boards and mini game boards
yeah.
and stuff, but I believe it has 9.
Do you guys have a board that you really like from 1 and 2?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head. I haven't played 1 or 2 in probably since I used to rent it back at Blockbuster.
Oh man. My friend Dan and Ivan, we used to have big hangouts when it was more possible because Ivan's in he's in Northern California now, but we used to get together like every few months to just do a big LAN party and play a bunch of big games. And they would bring their N64s, and we'd play Mario Party 2 and 3 specifically.
I like Warriors Battle Canyon.
Well, we're gonna have a big argument on that one for the video then.
Because I like when Mario Party gets stupid like that. I like when you take away the silliness of just like, yeah, you can't decide. You know, makes more fun in the beginning when you have minimal control over anything.
Okay. All right. Cool. Then we are moving on to our question of the night before we finish off. And my question to you guys is, what is one of your favorite multiplayer gaming memories, like shooters, LAN parties, party games, racers, anything?
Oh no.
That's a hard one.
I think
It's in general.
I think one of my favorite memories is specifically with Overwatch, and it's not that far off. Is when we were five stacking. I think five. Yeah, I think it was five of us, and someone. I don't know who started. I can't remember who started, but then Jerry just typed in nerd in chat. I think the other guy started it, and he just responded with nerd. And the guy that he typed nerd to just got so mad. Like it just made him. I don't know, like the word nerd just made him lose it in text chat, and then everyone on our team just typed in nerd, and then he kept losing it. It was really that's funny, especially because I think he started it. That was really funny. Another big one is Mario Party Superstars with the bow and arrow and the balloons, and where Lou was like, "I got this," and he shot it, and he didn't hit any of them, and it was just so perfectly timed. That's like a big one for me too.
I like the time Lou said fuck in Fortnite.
That's gonna be a big debate. Did he say fuck or did
Yeah.
he say I'm stuck?
Yeah, that or one of the that's some of the numerous moments through 3D World that we
Oh my
played
god.
together. Whether it's the time Marissa beat the level while AFK,
Oh my
or
god, yeah. When I had to throw her on it.
yeah, or honestly one that sticks out the most, or one that sticks out a lot to me is that one level in Moving Out where you had to move the couch through the spin platforms that were floating.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that like you obstacle course that we couldn't do. That me,
Yeah.
you, and Marissa tried for hours to do.
Yeah.
That one. That's a 4-player game, right?
Yes, it is. And I
We should play that when I visit.
yeah, it'd be really fun. They're making a second game, and that one's gonna be online, I think.
Uh, did I? Was I the one who bought that?
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah, that's just a game I own.
Yeah. It was fun. I retract my statement. My favorite memory is when I accidentally deleted our new Super Mario Brothers U save data on stream.
Yeah, you were not paying attention. You were not looking. You were just pressing A, and then you look up, and no one else was looking. You're like, I'd lay the file.
Yeah. Hey Chris, how's it going?
Which is funny in hindsight. In hindsight, knowing that Marissa fucking despised playing any Mario game with us.
Yeah.
I'm sure she felt the most despair.
During 3D All Stars. That was a lot of fun though.
Ye-
Not 3D All Stars, 3D World. Sorry. Yeah, well we talked about well we talked about the skin prices, which that was a that was a big rant that we had, but it was a lot of fun. Russ, you still thinking about your favorite, one of your favorite memories?
So I have one that's not a multiplayer game. To be honest, growing up, I didn't really play much multiplayer. I haven't really started since Overwatch. That was like the first multiplayer game that I played. But back when Black and White came out, Pokemon Black and White,
Uh-huh.
there was a midnight launch at Walmart by me, and me and a couple friends went there and picked it up at midnight. And then we came back and tried to play it for as long as possible without falling asleep. And whoever got the farthest had to trade their starter to the person. Wait, I'm saying that backwards. Whoever stayed up the longest got to take the starter from the other two. We all picked different starters, so that way the one person would have the same starter. I don't remember who won, and I feel like it was not me because I fall asleep really easily.
Oh no.
But that
is
was a
high
lot of
risk.
fun.
That is high risk. Grizz is right. Oh man. Yeah, yeah. It's that launch where it took 2 days to log in correctly was awful. But they're good now. The servers are good. So
Took me 4 days, but who's counting?
damn.
Yeah. I got to play it like Friday at I want to say like 10 p.m.
Ugh, that's so annoying.
Yep.
I think a big a big memory I have, which isn't it was for like it's not a multiplayer game, but it is a game that I played with friends here. Was when FNAF first came out, and it was like a big thing to play the first like FNAF 1, FNAF 2. I downloaded it on my Mac because I had a Mac desktop the for my dad's work. And I downloaded FNAF on it, and I had four of my friends come and play it, like with all of us just gathered around each other to see who could beat it. And that was I think I was a freshman in high school is when that happened. So that was a lot of fun.
I feel like that game's good for something like that, to be able to play with a bunch of people, just kind of like arcadey in a way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And this one's really recent, and it's also similar to where it's just experience with someone. This one just happened the other day, and it's something that I think is gonna stick with me because it's one of the best feelings I've ever had. Was I took my Switch to work, and I'm a tutor, and we had a free day basically, so I just plugged it into a giant TV that we have in the classroom, and I'm working on it. I'm not working on it yet because I I don't know how I'm gonna do it exactly yet, but I want to do a project where I think I want to have one of my students play some games that they are completely new to and document their reactions to it. Um, and I kind of got the taste of that with I had two of my students play Celeste for the first time, and he got hooked on it, and he asked me how much it was, and afterwards, and after class he left, and in the middle of my stream I got a notification on Instagram. I was like, what? I had to check it, and he tagged me on a post on his story. He hid my name because he didn't want any other students finding me, but he tagged me on Instagram and said that it was like him thanking me for showing him the game, and he was like on chapter 7 already,
Wow.
and like and then under he said like to the like best tutor, and that just made me really happy
That's
because
awesome.
it's like one of the best feelings I've had as a tutor, building that relationship with my students, and I think it's gonna stick with me for a long time. So, and it makes even better. Celeste is my favorite 2D platformer of all time. So,
It's a very good game.
yeah. Did you ever get to beat it all?
Yep, I 100%ed. I think the A and B sides. The only thing I didn't do was one of the extra chapters at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know I did like 99% of the game.
They added chapter 9 DLC. I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
that.
did not do that.
Yeah, that as a free content update saying like, thank you, we're moving on to our next project. This is our last thing. That chapter is phenomenal. It's long. It is. I think Brandon, how long did it take us our first time
What?
for chapter 9 in Celeste?
Well, I know it took me 2 streams, so probably about 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Took you probably about an hour and a half.
No, I think I think it took me 2 hours. I think it did take you 3 to 3.5. I
Well,
don't.
I remember like you finished it, and then I had another half hour, like of my stream to try to finish it. And I didn't finish it. I just came back the next night and finished it.
Okay. Okay. It's so good, and I I will always recommend Celeste, especially I think it's $10 right now. So if anyone's listening to this and hasn't played it, play it. It's so good. Um, but yeah, those are all the topics I have listed. It wasn't much shorter of a podcast, but it was shorter than our usual time. Do you guys have any final thoughts on stuff that's been happening or anything that's come out or anything?
I think I pretty much said everything.
All right, cool. Then in that case, I will go ahead and let everyone do their outros and plugs. Russ, where can everyone find you at?
I am at CryoWeasel on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, but I don't really stream that often. I'm mostly active on Twitter and Instagram now.
What do you post on Instagram?
I've been getting into photography, so I've been posting stuff like that, pickups, video game stuff like that.
All right, cool. And Brandon, where can everyone find you at?
Twitch.tv/thesandwichubi. I'm playing through Splatoon. I sometimes stream Genshin, sometimes stream Overwatch, and I'll probably stream Mario Rabbids or Cubby soon after Splatoon.
All right, awesome. And as always, you can find me here. You can find both me and Brandon at Chowtown on YouTube. Chow as in Sonic Chow's, not eating chow. And yeah, this was episode 44 of the Midnight Channel, and we will see you again in 2 weeks. Goodbye, everyone.